Well, tonight, tensions continue to swell as people in communities across the U.S. push lawmakers to cut ties with Immigration and Customs Enforcement, commonly known as ICE. This comes after two shootings this week, both involving federal immigration agents. On Wednesday, Renee Nicole Good was shot and killed by an ICE agent as she was driving away in her car. The next day, a husband and wife were wounded in Portland during a targeted vehicle stop of people with suspected ties to a Venezuelan gang. Now, here at home, anti-ICE demonstrations were held in multiple areas of Tampa Bay in response to the shootings. One of the largest was in downtown Tampa, a protest that has happened there for 3 nights in a row. 10 Tampa Bay News reporter Annie Krall heard reaction from police and spoke with community members in disagreement over recent ICE action.
After Renee Nicole Good was shot and killed by ICE officer Jonathan Ross on Wednesday morning, many people outside Tampa City Hall felt
petrified, mortified, disappointed.
That literally could have been my wife. It could have been my sisters. It could have been my friends. It could have been my own mother.
Some of the signs downtown say deport hate and make America kind again. Sentiments echoed by protesters who decided to spend their Saturday night right here.
I just found it was so important to see a bunch of people that aren't going to stand for what's happening and fight for justice.
Earlier in the day, more than 100 people were outside St. Pete Police Headquarters. The department has a legal agreement to partner with ICE agents during a lawful encounter when a person is identified as a suspect or subject in a criminal investigation.
No ICE in our state!
But the police chief says his officers are not part of ICE. None of them have received any training or been deputized by ICE.
The fact that these agreements are in place means that when ICE comes into our communities, the police department has to collaborate with them. And we think that is unacceptable. We don't want it to be too late.
The U.S. Department of Homeland Security says the program enhances community safety by facilitating ICE enforcement and removal operations at the state and local level. Efforts supported by one St. Pete man, Thomas Porter.
I saw this protest on Facebook, and I think somebody needs to come here and represent the legal process and following the correct rules to get into the country. Legal immigration is great, but if you're here illegally, go home, get out.
Who also reacted to Good's death.
I think she put herself in a bad situation, and I don't feel sorry for her at all.
Many attendees say they will keep gathering until their voices are heard.
Start to speak up, start to take us seriously, and start to make a difference.
Annie Krall, 10 Tampa Bay News.
And St. Pete police also told us they have not sought or received any funding to support ICE operations. Now, people in Largo were also rallying on a busy street corner this morning. Demonstrators lined both sides of the intersection at Ulmerton and Seminole Boulevards. This was a coordinated coalition of groups that has named their call to action ICE Out for Good. Organizers say they are committed to nonviolent action and believe ICE tactics are dangerous to everyone.
I'm very upset with the Gestapo in our cities and terrorizing neighborhoods and obviously killing our citizens.
The Trump administration says the woman killed in Minneapolis deliberately tried to kill the ICE agent with her vehicle.